So this series got a lot of love. Of course, we're going to continue with the grading every LEGO Star Wars set series in the shorts form, but for minifigures, we're going to just go through and do this way with the videos. I might do more than just in 2000 in this one. Only 17 figures in 2000. And I understand. I understand the lore of why 2000 for LEGO Star Wars wasn't the biggest, because there was no movie till 2002. And for 1999 and 2000, they were a little bit like, I don't know if it's going to work or not. So we'll see. I might honestly release like a 2000, 2001. We'll see. Just chiming in real quick to say that we do run over 2001. So after 2000's finished, don't leave the video because we're going on to the next year. For the start, let's just jump right into it and start grading these figures. And our boy, Eldar Beto. I might have been too harsh on Gasgano, because I think this might very well be the worst LEGO Star Wars figure ever. We're starting with another 0. I'd be hard-pressed to find a LEGO Star Wars figure worse than this. You guys might think it's hilarious and funny, but no. Commander Battle Droid. Printing on the head, printing on the torso. Solid, but I know they do better versions of these figures later on down the line, especially in like the more recent years. Like they've really started cooking with the Battle Droid figures. But, again, all the Battle Droids are relatively good, so 8 out of 10. Now here we go. Classic Boba. One of the goats. Definitely doesn't really look like Boba, if you're being honest with yourself. But there is that hint of nostalgia with this figure. And Cloud City Boba is, of course, better. So I'm going to give this a 7. I think that's a fair assumption. I put 7 for Vader, 7 for Boba. These classic designs, they increase their quality as years go on. C-3PO. I think this is the first 3PO, right? Last year we had the R2. This year we have the first 3PO, and it's pearl like gold. Color's not that good. Printing's interesting. I like how there's almost like shading to it. So they got the head mold. They really haven't changed the head mold in, 26 years now? So, solid figure. I'm going to give it, I'll give it just a flat 5 out of 10, because the pearl gold, you see that they get better with the coloring as years go on. I think Chewbacca is one of the best OG LEGO Star Wars figures they made. I think the Chewbacca, yeah, he does need leg printing, like some of his newer versions. I can't give it that high, but I think I gotta go with an 8. Like, that's, no printed eyes, so 7. I'll go with a 7 on Chewbacca. There's a lot of good figures in these early years, like when you look at it. Now, Yellowhead Palpatine. It's a figure I really want. It's a figure, wow. Oh no, wait, no, not this one. Yellowhead's not the one, it's the Greyhead OG one. Yellowhead Palpatine is good, but they did make the Greyhead version, which I think is almost way better. I think I have this version. But the face print is solid. They did do a pretty good face print on this guy. So I'm going to give this like 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. Good robes on him too. Gungan Soldier. Yeah, it's this very similar to Jar Jar, which I thought was a good figure. But I do very much like the green. So I'll give this another 7 out of 10. Nothing really too much to dwell on, since we already talked about Jar Jar in the last episode. But it's a great head mold. And that's a really nice torso print. Now we got the OG Han Solos, which are very, very lame. Like, just look at that. Can you tell that that's supposed to be our boy? Especially with the plain brown legs. Like, what a lame figure. I'm actually going to give this like a 2 out of 10. Very unrecognizable. All right. Immediately. Look at that. Look at how much better that is. He got the belt. He got the little holster. Like, that's a steady improvement from that last one. With just plain brown legs. Really? Yeah, no, this one's really good. I think I'll give this up to a 6. I think that's fair. Same thing with the brown. Dude, I would have been upset if I just got that other one as a kid and then I see these on the boxes. I'm like, now that's Han Solo, man. Yeah, another 6. Oh, wow. See, I said it in the last episode. They had an opportunity to mess it up. And that's super weird because in the other one, they caught the fact that Luke in episode 6 had lost his hand. In this, they didn't. Wow. Honestly, that's so funny that they actually, like, reverted in quality and, like, like, that's a rare case where I'm like, I noticed it in the 1999 where I was like, they actually got the hand. And now that they went back in time and in the same movie, you're like, where's his mechanical hand? Honestly, terrible torso too. I think this will be our first 1 out of 10. It's a bad figure. No way around it. It's a bad figure. I guess the robes are slightly nicer. Because he did pull up to Jabba's palace with the hood up. So 2 out of 10, but still missing that hand. 2 times. You forgot that Luke doesn't have a hand in Return of the Jedi. Naboo security officer. Big man smiley face. This is better than, I think, the last big man smiley... No, last big man smiley face was better. But, like, they did have the smiley face dude in the complete saga, I think. I'll give this, like, a 3 out of 10. There's nothing special about it, but it does look like a Naboo officer. Fair enough. Is this our first Leia? Is this our first Princess Leia? Either way, nailed it. Like, of course, you don't get to the dress piece till later on, but the buns hair piece is perfect. The face works a lot better with, like, the like, smaller lips than they did with the Padme with the, like, nice, like, huge red lipstick for some reason. This is very solid. 6 or 7. I think I'll go with 7. Here. That's fair. Rebel engineer, but he looks sad and he has a mustache that looks like that. You got the 2 out of 10 on you, man, because your homie upped you in the mustache game. Like, you have the worst mustache of the 2 Rebel engineers. A-Wing pilot, basic face. I do like the helmet and the torso print on this one. Very basic. I think I have this figure now that I'm looking back at it. I might have the updated version with the flesh tone face. It's okay. It's like a 4 out of 10, though. Nothing special. I do like the B-Wing pilot more, though. I think the helmet print is better, and the red does look cleaner. So I think that last one was a 4. This one, 5. I'm fair with that. I'm fine with that. And you know what? There's literally only 7 figures from 2001. So we're going to just put them in the same ballpark. And look at our boy, Alda Arbito, upgraded. Not a huge upgrade, though. But it's still way better than what last year gave us. So, you know what? 5 out of 10. I'm fair with that. You cool. $100 on Bricklink. Okay, 25 used. Oh, okay. All right. Don't be moving crazy like me, Aldar Biba. You know. All right, and for the next droid, I actually kind of like that better than the other one. Yes, there's no head print, but honestly, I think it might just be a thing where all battle droids are just 8 out of 10s. Like, there's not much to say other than the fact I do very much like the blueprinting on that. Imperial shuttle pilot. Does it have an Imperial insignia on it? No. Stupid smiley faces in these early years, man. I don't know. He does look like a pilot. I'll give you that. But if I gave this bland figure anything more than a 2 out of 10, I'd be just lying. Is this our... Wait. Did it take 3 years for the first Stormtrooper? If so, insane. But this boy slaps. You know what? I love this version of the Stormtrooper. So I'm not gonna lie. I think this is our first 9 out of 10. I think there's a lot of nostalgia around this helmet, but they nailed it. They nailed the printing. And yeah, like, it would be better with some leg printing. There's a little hint at one of my 10 out of 10s when we get to it. And now we got a brown head underneath. Was there like an aesthetic reason? No, I don't think so, because these helmets don't like have the upper lip like the AT-AT driver and the where you can actually see the person's head underneath it. Fair enough. It's still a decent trooper figure. It does look like the pilots that they give. I really do like the breathing apparatus and the tubes that go up, which of course they update and make greater versions of, like in like the Interceptor UCS that comes later. But first attempt, very solid, not nearly as iconic as the Stormtrooper. Six out of 10's fair. Now the Royal Guard. If you look at how new Royal Guards look, they're exactly that. Mind you, I'm not the most interested in this figure. I don't think they're nearly as iconic as a Stormtrooper, but they did hit the ball and make a home run. So you can't deny an 8 out of 10 on this boy. And then the most expensive figure we've talked about yet. This stupid Watto. It is very solid, but it needs the printing, man. Like even Chewbacca at this point, a year before, had printing on it. Which you do get on the future Watto. But this is only rare because it came in like the $100 set. People just love it because it's OG. So decent but not great. 6 out of 10. And that's it for 2000 and 2001. This episode is already shorter than 1999 and we put 2 years into it. So next year when we get to 2002, 21 figures, but we get some clones. We get to Attack of the Clones. Let's see how that goes next week. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.